with a video. I know it's been a while, but I just absolutely had to get something for you guys today. Um, so actually I'm just going to cut straight to the chase about what I'm going to talk about today. So I don't know if anybody or if any of my followers have been following it, but I'm a longtime follower of Love and Hip Hop. So pretty much the majority of this video today is going to be about that because there's a lot of social issues that are very relevant that I see happening in the show. And it's actually a lot of issues, a lot of social issues happening in that show that I talk about frequently on my personal Facebook page. And it's also, usually I ask for suggestions from my followers, and this was also, a topic that was suggested as well. So between that and me wanting to talk about it anyway, that's what I'm discussing today. So there are a few key points in Love and Hip Hop that I want to get to. First, I got to talk about lovely Meanie. Just a lot of negativity surrounding her. Also, I want to talk about the vehement misogyny that's taking place in this show. And I also would like to talk about a little bit of I guess you can call it patriarchy. I don't know. But it's a lot of, I guess that also ties into the misogyny that's taking place. So let's get to it. So first, lovely Meanie. All I really have to say about her is that I despise the violent stereotypes that she's bringing to the show. First off, you're not even like biracial. Like, she's straight up, I believe she said she's Vietnamese. Like, she's straight up. I don't care what hood you claim to be from. She's claiming that she's from DC. I don't really care where she's from, right? I just hate how she's acting because the way she's acting is a straight up caricature. There's one scene where she has like Bantu knots in her head, and the very first thing that she points out in her bio, when she's introduced in the show, the very first thing she mentions is that she has a black husband and they have black kids. Already with the violence, right? Like, so because you take black penis, that means you get to put on this really weird and offensive blackface character about, upon yourself. It's just, oh my gosh. I don't even know why Mona would put her on the show, but then again, I'm not surprised. I had known lovely Meanie before I saw her on the show. I had seen a few of her skits or something, and I never thought she was funny, simply because I don't like anyone that's putting on an act of that. I don't know. It's just, when someone claims to be ghetto and you can tell they're trying to act ghetto, it's so offensive to me because it's like, I grew up in the hood. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and I don't know anybody that acts like these people. These non-black people of color that act like what they think black people act like. They don't, like, black people just ain't acting like that. I don't know who y'all know, but that's not black people. That's blackface that you're doing. So cut it out. It's ugly. It's gross. It's not cute. Whoever told Mimi that shit is cute, they need to get slapped because it's not. So, boom. This is another incident that just happened that I did not include in my notes, but I have to get to it. So, I am very pro-ho, right? I am very pro-ho, pro-sex worker, pro all that. However, there's the storyline in the show where the woman that owns the nail shop or the salon, I think it's the glam shop or something, her name is Sierra. And then her assistant, Mariah, it comes out that she's sleeping with Sierra's husband. Now, Sierra is Mariah's boss. And I honestly am a firm believer that if you're married and, he cheats or he causes infidelity in the relationship, that he is at fault, he is at blame. Don't get mad at the woman. If you are, you're mad at the wrong person, blah, blah, blah. However, I do have exceptions to that. One of my exceptions to that is something like this. Like, if there's relationship or familial ties or, intimate ties with the other person, then yeah. I would feel betrayed by them too. So yeah, this is sort of like it could be considered a friendship, but it's also a professional thing, right? Mariah, first of all, looks very, very young. Mariah looks to be probably 18, 19. So that's number one, where I'm not surprised that she did this all wrong. But the way she's going about it is all wrong. Now, mind you, when she gets found out, lovely Meanie tells Sierra that she tells Sierra what's been going on, what Mariah told her, right? So Sierra confronts both of them, and she's angry at both of them, but rightfully so, in my opinion, because that was supposed to be someone she knew. It wasn't just any random woman. It's someone that hangs out with her after work. It's someone that has a close relationship with her. She sees her every day. You know, that there's a form of a relationship there. There's continual contact, you know, some of it not even all the way professional. I'm sure. I'm sure they hang out after work. I'm sure they have hung out, you know, period. I'm pretty sure Sierra's known Mariah for a while. So, yeah, it's safe to say that they were friends. And there's a line that Mariah says that I often stand by too, but it just doesn't apply to her situation. Mariah says to Sierra's husband, you know, you need to explain to her because I didn't take vows with her. I didn't say till death do us part, which is true. You did not do those things. However, you kind of take on more of a moral standpoint when you're dealing with someone you consider a friend, when you're dealing with someone who's directly responsible for your paycheck. Like, did you really think you weren't going to get fired? Or did you really think that eventually it wasn't going to come out? That wasn't smart. I would never compromise my money that way. Sleeping with my friend / boss's husband, that wasn't smart. Not only was it a bad thing from like a friend standpoint, but it wasn't smart. It wasn't logical. Also from a money / professional standpoint. If I'm about my money, the last man I'm gonna mess with is my boss's man. That wasn't smart. So, yeah, ugh. So, also, while we're on that topic of messing with married men, I kind of want to get into another scene that happened where it was Mariah and another woman named Treasure, and then there was Jessica Dime, and then there was Tommy. Now, it made me angry because Jessica Dime, Tommy, and lovely Meanie were so against any type of relationship where it involves a married person. They were sitting there, they were shaming Treasure, they were making her feel bad, and they were trying to sit there and, I don't know, be judgmental, and I don't know, they all of a sudden became moral police, and it became very uncomfortable for me, because those three people have their own issues they need to work out instead of trying to tell another young lady what she needs to be doing with her life. There was a lot of pot calling the kettle black in that scene. But what really, really bothered me is that when Treasure looks to Tommy and says, well, you're doing the same thing because you're messing with someone, Jock, who is presumably in a relationship with someone already, Karlie Red. And Jessica Dime proceeds to look over there and say, well, they're not married though. Wow, so This is often you will often hear this very, very flawed response when people, you know, tend to reverse it. They'll say, well, I'm not married though. Commitment is commitment, period. If you're going to take that route and be against people who don't, if you're going to be against people who are intimately involved with people in a commitment already, then it doesn't really matter if it's on paper or not, right? If we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and someone, you know, sleeps with the person I'm in a relationship with, you should be against them too. You shouldn't just be like, oh, well, that's different. That's different because they weren't married. Because I can almost guarantee that if it happened to you, that it has happened to you, and you didn't care the fact that you guys weren't married. You were still equally upset. You were equally betrayed because it was a commitment. And I was very surprised to see Tommy agree with such logic, seeing all that she had done and dealt with her ex Scrap, right? Scrap was sleeping with his baby's mom. He was sleeping with a whole bunch of other women, and Tommy responded to those incidents so violently. The mother of Scrap's child, she broke her arm, and she just fought any other woman. That's the reason she doesn't even like Karlie. That's the reason she's even messing with Jock, is because of Scrap, right? Because Karlie messed with Scrap, and she knew Scrap was supposedly in a relationship with her. So to see her agree with that logic as to say, oh yeah, we not married, so we can date, blah, blah, blah. Like, isn't that the very reason you're even messing with Jock in the first place? Because you're upset that she slept with Scrap, and Scrap was supposedly with you? Like, I don't know. One thing I don't like is a hypocrite. You can't make your own morals, I guess, fit whenever they want. Like, if you're gonna agree with something, then you gotta also hold yourself accountable too. Like, it can't just be where you pick things and you're okay with certain things when it starts to involve you, and then when you take yourself out of the situation, then you're back against it again. No, that's really bad. That's the actions of a I'm probably going to offend some people, but that's how a Bible thumper, that's how they react to certain situations. Certain stuff is okay because certain things applies to them, so they won't be as mad as they would against something that doesn't involve them, that they're going to be against. If they're straight, then they're going to be totally against homosexuality. But when it comes to fornication, and they definitely having a lot of premarital sex, they're not going to be as mad at that, and I don't like that. I really don't feel like talking about Kirk and Rashida, right? I actually put it in my notes, but honestly, I don't even feel like talking about them, simply because this is not something that's new. This is not something foreign. Rashida has been dealing with Kirk's blatant disrespect and his disregard for her for a very, very long time. And honestly, I'm at a loss for words on her situation. I guess having a baby out of their marriage is what it took for her to finally realize Kirk is toxic, but Kirk has been toxic. Kirk is disrespectful to his wife and the mother of his children. He is disrespectful to the women that he cheats on Rashida with. He's just a disrespectful man. He's a man. And I mean, I don't know. I'm over it. So, yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on him. Now, I'm also seeing in my notes where I'll put Stevie and Jocelyn. And honestly, I don't even feel like talking about Steve either. I don't know. The reason, I know why I put these two couples down. The reason I put the Kirk, Stevie, Rashida, Jocelyn stuff down is because you're dealing with two situations where they involve pregnant women, and how everyone is automatically against the woman in the situation, right? Kirk and Rashida, he's gotten a woman named Jasmine pregnant. And instead of everyone holding Kirk responsible, every single person that knows about this, every single person, their first reaction has been to question Jasmine instead. Not even be convinced after, Jasmine came. Jasmine came with receipts and everything. And people are still convinced that Jasmine is the enemy. Not Kirk, not the man that's been cheating on Rashida for years now, and the one that decided to get someone pregnant and blah, blah, blah. No. Jasmine is the enemy. And it's just, that is so misogynistic if I've ever seen it. Because, number one, Kirk has this whole brigade on his side when they don't even know the whole story. They just know Jasmine's the enemy. All because, Jasmine's the enemy because Rashida's my friend. Well, if Rashida herself is trying to be quiet until the results come out, who gave you the authority to begin questioning Jasmine? It's none of y'all business, really. But that's everybody is doing. Like, everybody wants to meet with Jasmine. Carly's met up with Jasmine 2-3 times. Young Jock is questioning, and then Jock is lying on Jasmine, right? He's talking about he's slept with her when he never really did sleep with her. And then you got this whole weird meeting that Mimi wanted to set up with the gay girl. I don't even know the gay girl's relevance, but her and the gay girl, decide to meet up with Jasmine, and then gay girl starts getting, I'm sorry I'm calling her gay girl, but I don't know her name. I honestly don't even know her relevancy. But yeah, gay girl is like probing Jasmine for questions and answers, and how do you know it's his baby, and when did you sleep with him, and blah blah blah. And Jasmine's like, that's really none of your business. And I agree, because she doesn't know you. She doesn't even know Mimi. So y'all need to be glad that she even agreed to meet y'all, and talk about it with you guys, because it's none of your business. I can't just come out of nowhere and just start questioning a woman about her pregnancy, even if the man she's pregnant by is my friend's husband. It still ain't none of my business. What's going on with my friend and her husband ain't even none of my business. So the fact that I even know that much, I can't just take it upon myself to call out the woman that's, accusing him. I can't just take it upon myself to meet with her and start grilling her and drilling her, for information, because none of it is my business. I am sorry, y'all. Y'all see this damn thing? let me just take it off, because that... Anyway, y'all know normally I would wear a wig, but I just, like, really? It was so lopsided, and it was making me angry, so whatever. But yeah, it's none of your business. So I was just like, you guys needed to just be appreciative that she even decided to meet with you in the first place, because none of that was your business. And Stevie and Jocelyn, I don't know how Mimi is even in this too, but I guess she feels like she has a say-so, because she has a baby with Stevie too. I don't even know where that comes from, but I guess that's how she's feeling. So yeah, with Jocelyn, coming out, I don't know, it's a lot of spoilers. I'm gonna be sure to put that in the title, but it's a lot of spoilers in here. So if you have not caught up, do not watch this video yet. But so this last episode, we already knew from Instagram, though. If you follow Jocelyn on social media, then you knew this before the show even aired. But it came out that Stevie is the dad, And before the results, or before this test was even taken, of course Mimi, is immediately talking about, oh, how do you know it's yours? And, why you get her pregnant? And she's gonna make your life a living hell. And it's like, you mean the same hell Stevie made your life? I mean, it's weird that even in the face of the man that put you through agony through the last 15 years, you still are making sure to coddle him and his feelings. All because you don't like Jocelyn? Okay, so what? Jocelyn beat your ass. I mean, you kind of had it coming, right? Because let's not act like every Mimi confessional was full of bitch against Mimi, right? I mean, against Jocelyn. Like, she kind of had it coming. So, I mean, whatever. But, yeah, it's so weird. What is going on with my camera? I'm so sorry. This video is going to be a hot mess because there's just a lot of technology issues and I don't know what's going on. But, yeah. So, yeah. It's like, even in the face of the man that, he literally cheated on you for a full 15 years and you still want to make sure you got his back, all because you don't like Jocelyn. It's crazy. It's a lot of issues. It's a lot of, I don't know, unpacking that needs to happen with this, because it's a lot of relevant social issues in this show. I am a love and hip hop, addict. So it's my guilty pleasure. So of course I'm gonna keep watching, but I just had to make a video and talk about this because ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. I don't have any, I guess I don't have any links. I don't have anything to really give you guys in this video. Again, like I said in my last video that I did for you guys like 3 weeks ago, I don't know when the next video is gonna be. I'm not gonna give a deadline. Like I said, ever since I've come back, even now, I know I've been back for over a month now, but it is still so much going on. So I can't really dedicate or promise, you know, a regularly scheduled program for my videos. I'm literally just uploading sporadically, and I even wanted to. I'm saying that this is gonna be like a 20-minute video, 22 minutes. So, you know, so forth. I'm even, you know, giving you guys this much material because I just feel so bad that I haven't been able to upload as regularly as I would like. But until next time, please remember to keep subscribing. Please remember to share videos, keep giving suggestions, keep following my page. I will, as always, I include my links to my Facebook and my Twitter. Follow on Twitter, like my page on Facebook. Remember, when I reach 50 on here and Facebook, I will be doing a Batman giveaway. It's going to be a box full of Batman stuff. You know, mugs, socks, hats, stuff like that. So until next time, I love and miss you guys. Until next time.